Let's do this. Oh. Don't leave that in. Merry Christmas. I don't know why I said that. It's probably January. Hello. How's it going? It's me again, your internet dad. This month has been pretty interesting. I'm recording this actually super early. Normally, if you remember from last year, I record these in the middle of the month after they're supposed to come out. But right now, it is December 22nd, I believe. I just wanted to record while everything's still set up before we take it all down really quickly. And also, nobody's here right now. Because I think after Christmas, everyone's going to be in the house all the time. So, I just hiccuped. Don't worry about it. So, what did we do this month? Everything. We did everything. We had a huge adventure. But we'll get there. Because that's happy stuff. And, we got to get the sad stuff out first to make it feel like a progressive story where we slowly get happier. This is meta, for no reason. That's not really the reason why I do that. That's just kind of sequence of events is usually how I like to go through it. So the first thing that happened this month was tragic, I suppose. I haven't really talked about it with anyone. Honestly, I don't think I should vent it out through this video, but I actually don't want to talk about it. I'm gonna cry. We're not gonna talk about it. Me watching this back will know what I mean, I suppose. And it was hard at the beginning of the month. We went to Big Bear Mountain, Big Bear Lake. Me and the squad, the group, the team, whatever you want to call it. I guess they're not the team, because we have Dream Team. Dream Team is the other group of people. They actually have an official name. We don't have an official name as a group, as a collective, other than something around the lines of like the fuck ups or something. I don't know. Anyway, we went to Big Bear. I went with the full intent to record a lot. I went with like a film camera. I was going to take like instant film picture, not instant film. I suppose it's not instant. There's film pictures. I was going to take film pictures and they were going to be cool. And I was going to take so much video. We were going to go to a zoo. We had like a hike planned and there was all this cool shit. I was like, cool. This is like a really good time to like record in this very special environment with very special people. And then we got snowed in. Day 2. Day 1, Day 1 was the day we were supposed to go to the zoo, but we ended up leaving late and showing up much later than we thought, so we couldn't go to the zoo, which, whatever. So we showed up in town around 4 p.m., which is, I believe, 4 hours later than we thought we would. I think maybe we thought we were going to show up at like 2, but we ended up showing up at 4 because we left like 2-3 hours late. And then we just ate, and then we went to our cabin, which was sick. It was incredible. It was pretty. It was warm, and it was really nice, and it was cozy, and we just kind of chilled, the 4 of us. And then day 2, we were completely snowed. It was just huge winds. I think day 1 when we got there it was raining too. It wasn't raining yet. It was raining all morning. Day 2, kind of snowy, I suppose. Kind of rain, lots of wind, and it was just interesting. I wanted to record more because if we were in these interesting spots, recording would have been a little bit easier. But, stuck in a little cabin, and they're all pretty camera shy. So I didn't want to be invasive on them. I don't think any of them wanted to be on camera. Go! No. All right, well. So I didn't really record them very much, sadly. And then day 3, instead of playing in the snow like I kind of wanted to, I was trying to basically work to get us out because we had to leave by 10 a.m. That ended up not happening. The snow on the ground was at least, 2 inches, 3 inches. Like, I put my foot in the snow and it sank all the way in to here. Like, I don't know if you can see my leg because of the table, but it went pretty high up on my leg. And there was no way that car was getting out of there. And I didn't know that we had the amount of snow chains we needed. I thought we needed 4 because that's what I read on the internet. And I read back because when I looked it up beforehand, I said, before I bought chains, I said, do you need 2 chains or 4? Because they came in pairs of 2. So I was like, shit, do I need them for all 4 tires? Do I only need 2? So I looked it up in the store, and the first response that comes up on Google, it says, short answer, no, you need this, which I think was like, if you put on 2, it'll ruin your car. And I said, okay, so I need 4. And that was in my mind the entire trip until we got to like told by a man who does this for a living, some roadside assistance guy, you only need 2. And he pulled out my car with only 2, the 2 that I had. And I was like, Google sucks. Why is that? And I looked back and I don't remember exactly what it said. I'll put it on screen. But it wasn't talking about what I asked it was talking about. It was talking about something else completely. Like, fuck Google. So I bought not only 1 extra pair of chains, but then the chains that I did buy in the first place broke. So we were like broke down in a parking lot, basically. And we had to walk to the convenience store. We didn't know where we had to walk. We just kind of walked in a direction. And luckily there was a convenience store within like a 1 minute, 2 minute walk distance. And then we got chains, put them on, and we were out of there. 5-hour drive back. That was insane, but really fun. We all said it, I think, once or twice, or I suppose I heard it once or twice. You know, I wouldn't have gone on that trip with anybody else. That was really fun. It was a lovely experience. Everybody was nice. Everybody sort of had their little roles in the house, right? So there was like the cooking people, and then there was like I didn't really help too much inside the cabin, sadly, but I made up for it in car. I drove us there. I drove us back. I was putting the chains on the car. I was walking all the time. I shoveled the snow. We all had our jobs. Mine just wasn't inside. I had a very physical role in the whole process. So I guess I shouldn't feel too bad about not helping, but I did feel really bad for not helping. I don't know who I'm telling this to. It's just sort of a little ether of my thoughts journal. I don't know what time it is. I don't have my phone on me, but I had to only record for about 20 minutes, and then setting up took a really long time. So I'm going to leave this one pretty short, I suppose, for now. Maybe there's going to be more clips throughout the month. I don't know. But that was the Big Bear chapter. Maybe see you on the next one. I don't know what I'm doing. Channel 5 News. Everything is the way it's supposed to be. There's a fucking school bell. Rude. So, there's a lot to talk about, and not a lot of time here as the year is winding down. So, I just figured this would be, sorry, I should be looking at you while I talk to you. This is just a way that we could, sort of do what I need to do while also getting it all out of the way in the vlog. The reason being, I need to clean these shelves. I've had this room like this for, I don't even know, at this point, 4 years maybe. That shelf has been, the one back there has been for collectible things, I guess. Not really collectibles, more like memories. Like there's a mug I got for Christmas. There's art on the wall that I got from the state fair when I was summer of 6th to 7th grade. Art that I got from Justin, he sent it to me. That was I think the only thing he's ever sent me in the mail. Some art that I got by accident. You know, it's like the art shelf. That's gonna get cleaned up. The amiibo shelf, that's literally just all amiibo. I'm gonna figure that out too. And then this shelf has assortment of things, as you can see. It's got like Scott Pilgrim books. It's got like all my change. It's got like the Dragon Ball Z, Cowboy Bebop, anime, all of like these cards that I've just recently gotten into. I've been unboxing cards, or I was recently. That's what like these are. These are like the rare ones or whatever. I got like a secret rare. It's no big deal. It's not on YouTube or anything. Yeah, some books that I got. This was like when I was on a really big book kink. That's not the word. I'm gonna say I had a book kink just because it's funnier. I had a book kink about 4 years ago or something when I was like super depressed and I wanted to revamp my life or whatever. I got a lot of these, or I should probably redo that. When I was on like that big self-help kink. Fuck, it's not a kink. What's the word? Like a self-help binge, I guess. About 4 years ago, I got a lot of books like this one, The Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. It was really helpful, I guess. It made me just see things a little bit more creatively and it helped me get through that rough time. So I don't hate books. I actually really like reading books. Recently, I just got more into Audible. I guess I should start cleaning instead of explaining everything. Anyway, maybe I should explain. Wait. Okay, there's books, and these are also my card collection, and then these are like PC parts that I just think the boxes are cool, so I would put them there. So yeah, I'm going to be cleaning the shelves, and I'm going to be just talking. So this is going to be a long-winded thing that I'll probably just kind of share stuff. And you're going to hear a lot of rustling, so sorry if the audio sucks. The main reason that I need to clean up these shelves is because I got like books. I got books for Christmas. I got these like Final Fantasy archive things that are really cool. They're like art books and give you lore and stuff. And I got like manga, like 9, 10 Legend of Zelda manga book collection, which is hype. So I need room on my shelves, and my shelves are very disorganized and kind of gross. So that's what we're fixing today. I don't know how well the audio I don't know how well the audio sounds, only because it's put right here. So here's like all the magic cards I got from that one unboxing. Oh, and the Pokemon cards I also got from the unboxing. It's not on YouTube or anything. Forgotten Realms box. It's really heavy, and I think there's a die in there. These I think are just my assorted Yu-Gi-Oh, not assorted, my unassorted like Yu-Gi-Oh cards that are like extra. I just recently went through these binders and took out all of the commons because I thought for some reason I was gonna like put all the magic cards and stuff in a binder, and I never did. It's a lot of quarters. Well, so far, instead of cleaning, I've just made a mess on my bed. That's the sacrifice we have to make sometimes. This year was pretty interesting. We got a lot of cool experiences done. I don't know why I said experiences done like it was a chore, but you know, we did a lot. I'm realizing now while I'm cleaning that I should be focusing on cleaning and not talking. Yeah, I kind of want to just talk about this year as it was, because this was definitely one of my better years in terms of just mentality and making content. Just both, which is the two things that I'd like to focus on the most, even, just because those are like my two goals in life right now, right? Is to make my production company really successful, and two is sort of just keeping my mental health in check. Those two things are incredibly important to me specifically. They're just the two main things I think I needed to work on. Mentality keeps me going through everything, right? Mentality is what will be here after my business fails or succeeds or anything, right? Because I'm always here. My mentality is always here. So that was a big focus of mine this year, only because it's something I've struggled with. Did I just whistle when I said struggle? Something I've struggled with for years now, as we've covered on this channel multiple times. But you know, I think that this year I kind of had a grip on it. I think I did really well. I want to change a lot next year just because I felt like I should. A lot has changed here at the end of the year without my consent. I didn't want to go through all this change, but the change sort of forced itself on me. There's also CDs up here. There's everything on this shelf. The change sort of forced itself onto me. So I have to sort of adjust to where my life is sort of taking me, and in the trajectory, I suppose I have to adjust to the trajectory that my life is sort of forcing itself towards. Because, you know, as we all know, you get older, change is inevitable. And that's sort of something that a lot of people have to figure out as it comes. A big change I'm sort of planning to do next year is I really want to journal a lot. I've sort of dabbled in journaling before, just because it was sort of a way to get myself in check, and but now I kind of want to journal my goals, not just my thoughts, not just my schedule, because that's sort of what it was for before. I feel if I journal my goals and things, it'll make life a little bit easier. It'll make progress seem a bit more tangible, because as it stands, I have these videos and all, but I don't feel like I'm making progress. I don't see the progress happening. I see things around me, and I see, like, I buy new equipment for things, and I'm like, cool, you know, I have this equipment now, but that's all it feels like. It just feels like I have equipment. It doesn't feel like those experiences added up to anything other than that. Like, I know that I shot a wedding this year. I know that I shot an information piece. Those are the two things I shot this year, and I got paid for them. And it feels great to get paid to do video. And I've got a few gigs lined up for next year. But while it does feel great to have these things, it doesn't feel like I'm any closer to making it consistent and my career just yet, because I like that I have them and I like that I did those things, but it doesn't feel like that they're, you know, pieces to the puzzle yet. They feel like they're outside pieces. I need an in to make this consistent. I'm gonna be real with you. This section was supposed to be very long, and I was supposed to talk about all kinds of stuff. I had like a list on my phone. Here, let's go through it. Reflect on the year. Talk about journaling and goals for next year. You know, things that happened, the business growing. I guess I did actually talk about all of that. And I was gonna go through every shelf and figure it all out. But I really want to focus on cleaning this, because my room is a mess right now, and I gotta get through that door that you're blocking. So thank you for supporting me, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to get through this next year just as well as the last one. And I always want to grow, improve. And that's sort of what all this is about, right? all these videos, not just this one. I didn't record any of that. Oh my god. Okay. Perfect. The fridge stopped right when I was starting to record. This is the end of the month. I hope you enjoyed everything that you've seen so far. It's January 6th as I'm recording this. And, this month has been pretty crazy. I don't remember much of what I recorded just because it's so much later and I haven't looked through any of it as like a choice so I can, sort of go through everything with fresh eyes and stuff. But hopefully it turned out well and it wasn't too overbearing for myself to edit and for you to watch. Just a couple notes that I don't think I've touched on yet was that I recorded an ad of my business with my friend from film school, Angelique, and that turned out well. It looks great. I feel like it hit what I wanted it to hit as far as like message and stuff goes. But that was about January 2nd or something, or December 2nd or something, beginning of the month. And, I think that recording an ad for myself was one of my goals for the year. And I'm glad I actually got that done. I kept pushing it back. Obviously, I did it in December, but it was definitely something that I felt like I needed to do, something I felt like I wanted to sort of complete and just have for myself, which goes to show, I sort of didn't do much throughout the year. I really decided to get serious about what I was doing around August, sort of putting everything off, blaming COVID for this, that, and the other. And then August is when I decided to really buckle down and say, like, this is why I need to do what I need to do. And I just started doing it, right? I just started, finding leads and, really picking it up. I did do a lot throughout the year. My real estate shoot, my other client that I had, right? So I did work throughout the year and I did do a good amount, but, that August push is what really is like sent me to where I needed, on the trajectory that I needed to go. And hopefully I keep that flame for the rest of this year. I'm turning 25 next year. I'm turning 24 here in a couple weeks. And I always said that I would have my life figured out by age 25. And I'm nowhere near where I set my goals for. I guess it was 5 years ago. It was the 5-year plan sort of thing. I always had this idea of where I wanted to be. Even ever since I was a kid, I said I would have my life set for me by the time I was 25. And, I think it's still possible. Maybe not to get as ambitious as I said I would want to be, but definitely not going to be as ambitious as I have been about 25. But I will work like that's the goal I'm trying to achieve. I've always thought 25 is sort of, it's still very young, obviously. There's no rush really to get where I'm trying to go, but if I can get that by 25, I think I'll be set for the rest of my life in terms of like trajectory and like, coasting, which is the goal. My life goal has been that I set myself up to a point where I work so hard until I was 25 was the goal. I wanted to work really hard until I was 25 and then reach a point then where I can sort of coast like throughout the rest of my life to be like, I have enough money to where I don't need to be working hard. I wanted just enough money to where I can sort of maybe do a gig here and there, like once or twice a month, and still sustain, because I don't spend a lot of money, Obviously, if I was to move into a house and, have other bills, I would probably need to work a little bit harder. But regardless, I need to get there first to know what the next step is. And that's my goal for this year, ultimately, is to just get to a point where I feel comfortable. I'm not worrying about this or that. It does sound pretty stressful now that I think about it, but that's fine. Here's to 2022. I hope this year is better than the last couple that we've had, COVID and all that. And yeah, I hope everything goes well, not only for this year, but for the rest of our lives.